he had if everyone had flipped their cards face up on the table.
Absolutely, he wasn't going to get to the river and win with 10 high. He decided betting was his best plan. And all of these chips are very valuable for Mr. Daniel Nachtmann. Nightman, I believe it is in German. I'm not sure though.
Men det är solsatshatan.
Pardon. Pardon.
It must be the same as a werewolf. It must be how you say werewolf.
We got a Scotsman, a Northern Irishman, some Englishmen, a German, a Frenchman.
200 total.
We're all in a rowboat.
Gotta keep you honest, Jack.
Yeah, man. Definitely worth it.
I wonder if you're honest these days.
Am I honest?
The action here has been raised to 200 from Morgan, call from McDowell, and the continuation bet here from John E.
He's bet half the pot. He's going to win this. He's got position. He's got the lead in the pot. In fact, he had the best hand, but I just fancied he was always going to win that when McDowell checked to him. And the rich get richer.
Yeah. I was driving last night. Saw an old lady. She was knitting while she was driving behind the wheel. Policeman pulled up, said, "Pull over." She said, "No, socks."
Cool. Pass.
Limp in for Morgan.
Pass. Pass.
Call.
Cool.
Well, I mean, I'm just taking a wild guess. What is John Morgan's bet frequency right now? Is it 70?
I'd love to see the graphics at some point, but I think around this point it must be near the 70s. I'm going to say it's about 65%.
And this trouble for Morgan. Great spot for de Velde.
500.
Now he's bet out big here. I mean, is this?
I call and I'll put you all in.
Well, Marty might get called. The intentions were good. Yeah, it's gonna go in.
I think they were. I mean, it's a very common phrase if you've watched any Hollywood poker movies.
Yeah, I call your 1,000 and raise you another 2. And they say the word "call" too quickly, but
Don't want to put it in first.
he's in great shape to double up here, Jesse.
John, when you said call and I'll put you all in, it was like two phrases. You know, just say I'll set you all in.
Well, do you want me to pull it back? I don't mind.
No, no. I don't mind.
No chips have gone in before.
Yeah, I know.
Good shooting text. So far.
Now he has outs here. You can see 28%. A lot of equity right now.
Well, I suppose you need. Oh, there's the king.
Another one again as well.
Come on, you juicy 7.
Can't give me a 7.
Do a Graham.
Can't give me a 7.
Do a Graham.
King 6 on the river.
7 on the river.
King
I will
6,
run round like a spanked donkey. If this comes out.
King 6 7.
Yeah?
King 6 7.
Well done, bud.
Aces and
Good
fives hold. And did Morgan pull the trigger too quick, or based on Van der Velde's chip stack, was it pretty much automatic?
Very standard. Got to get the guy all in. Bit of a cold deck for him there, but yeah, John Van der Velde back in the game.
There's the leaderboard. 62% bet frequencies mean chips right now. McDowell's up there as well.
He's in more pots than Delia Smith at the moment, 62%. He's nearly in every hand, and he's our chip leader, but a great fight back there from John Van der Velde.
Yeah, you got to rub your eyes twice to see how many he has. He was down to 400.
Absolutely.
Sam Torrance, I mean, he's playing a game that, in this kind of format, often produces dividends. You know, wait for a couple of hands early, hope to get paid off. Right now, though, does he have to change gears? He hasn't caught any cards.
He's got to start doing something. Calling off the Queen 10 out of position isn't going to win this for him. He needs to start waiting for better spots and getting all in.
If I'm not mistaken, this was the hand he was knocked out on in the Poker Million last time I saw him play. Queen 10 of hearts exactly, making the flush on the turn, getting called for a string bet and getting drawn out on the river. I wonder, he probably doesn't remember that.
I'm sure he does. Poker Million.
That was back when he just had taken up the game of Texas Hold'em. Plays quite regularly now, whether it's on the internet or live. And Johnny Morgan has proved to be a guy who will take pots from Torrance if he's given the opportunity. He's done it every time.
Right, Torrance needs to hit something. I thought maybe a heart or something to give him some outs.
Check.
Yeah, I did feel like he needed to bet that flop because it seemed like Morgan was going to bet all turns. He hasn't. Have they got the same hand? No, 10 plays.
10 plays, yep. He might bet here though.
Gotta have a little punt on that, man.
Torrance hates this. Look at his face. Hasn't moved. Oh, he says, "You bully."
Wow. It might not be the biggest bet in the world, but in relation to Sam Torrance's stack, it is a big bet. If he had 5,000 chips, 4,000 chips, he would call it.
Wow, he might call anyway. Now, I mean, if you do suspect that Morgan is trying to push you around, overall, is calling between you? Is there a raise here? That I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's come run a club. Wow, he's called him.
That was a massive call. That was pretty strong.
That's pretty strong.
Okay,
Wait till you see this. Wait till Torrance turns these over.
I had Jack Bo Diddley's squat.
I had a slightly better diddly squat.
Wow, good instinct, Sam Torrance.
You went for that?
Look at him.
You went for that.
Well, no.
He's been owned. That was a hero
You had
call.
nothing.
That's what you call a hero call. You get the cape out with the S on your chest. You make the call. Very, very thin, but well thought out by Sam.
I'm Sam Torrance, a professional golfer, part-time poker player, and here to enjoy myself. Poker I've been playing for probably 5 years, 6 years, since online poker became the trend. Played cards all my life. I think when you travel a lot, you get into playing cards. You know, there's a lot of time to pass, so that's how I get into it. Poker's not a friendly game. You shouldn't really play poker with your friends. It's a game you play to win. I mean, you might only get one good hand an hour, so when you get that good hand, you got to play as well and as properly as you can and put them out as quickly as you can. So that would be it for me. I'd love to win the first game and get into the final table and see what happens.
Really nice.
Tell you what, I'm sweating. So
Well,
bad.
he's still the chip leader, Johnny Morgan, but look how much the trailers have caught. You know, it's not like, maybe a couple birdies. He's probably put one in the water, and now it's all very tight going in the back nine.
That's right.
You know, Nick, Johnny Morgan, sort of a famous poker name in the UK. He was, if I'm not mistaken, the first ever British poker player to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. Guy from the Midlands, John Morgan. And this goes back about 15 years, I think.
How many English bracelets winners are there now? About 10?
Pass.
Your guess is as good as, I mean, offhand, Lawrence Gosney, Praz Bonzi,
Yes.
Willie Tan.
Ram Vaswani,
Yeah, guess 10's a
John Gale,
Yeah, pretty good number there. I think you probably hit it on the head.
Mansour Matloubi, but I think he classified as
300
Welsh,
total.
but maybe British would be
Call.
a better one. I'll look it up online later.
Yeah, you and I like to play, huh?
I play, huh?
You and I like to play. Sorry, man.
Okay, 100 more.
Sorry, my counting's pretty bad. I'm trying to do you as well. I see that. Sorry.
Good try.
Like that.
doing
Yeah, I
yourself.
like it. I like the style. What you like when you're marking your scorecard then, mate?
You forget them now again, don't you?
Yeah.
Check's good.
Okay, check. Check.
An up and down straight draw, and that's the
Oh
nuts.
my!
Check.
And this is incredible. Poor Nachman has at all times been forced to show how good he is at getting out of eel traps.
Let me tell you something, Jesse. The third time it happens, the number 3 is a very big number. You can lay down once, you can lay down twice, but this is the third time he's going to be against McDowell in a situation like this. I don't think he's going to get away from it. He's just going to